college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. We can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Dome. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Mustangs kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
And the Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State, and you think about all the talent, all the swag.
Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that 1st down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
Under fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd Jennings. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. This time he wants to throw. Got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver. Put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Buys a little time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Lopez. There he goes. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Quarterback making checks. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? End off from the shotgun. There's a headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Knowles!
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quarterback's got the first. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
That screen just never got set up, and they're lucky they didn't turn it over.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pulls it in. It's Knight. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage like that, now you're able to attack and try to get a touchdown on this drive.
I can't wait to see next, Reese, if this offensive coordinator and play caller decides to keep his foot down on the pedal and maybe take another shot now that they're in the red zone.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the counter.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Open on the left side is Smith. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and he's gone.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Fires left. Got a man. It's Robinson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter.
There's some room. Really good surge for this offense. They moved the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the left side. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. Third down coming up. Sixth play of the drive coming up. He might want another play. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Back to the ground with the running back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. They want to run it left here. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He's looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Fires and picked off. Breaks the tackle, and he's got intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. Touchdown, Florida State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what?
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. The quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Hale. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Handoff from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Under fire. And they're not on the same page there.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. He breaks a tackle. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him outflanked with the Wildcat. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now they'll try the right side. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. To the air, it's Barry. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Lopez. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. And the Seminoles, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, no! They went for it all, score.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Hale. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a huge play. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Ducks getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
To throw, it's Jennings. Quickly out to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Complete on the left to Smith. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Bringing the heat. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Jennings. Looking to the end zone. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Seminoles have it back, though, trying to get that offensive spear flaming. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Finding some room. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Complete. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and
grabs it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stay.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Bounced off his feet.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the short 3 here and trying to get the touchdown. And this is a pretty big gamble. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Trying to find the end zone. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
They decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Fights off a defender. He's running free down the middle.
Man, it's nice when you can buy some space coming out of your own end zone with a nice productive run.
Snap the ball, thinking about, make sure we don't get a safety, and now all of a sudden you've got a drive starter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. Might have a chance.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Quarterback may change this route. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is a play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
People are